Greetings, everyone. Good night. I'm Mustafa Kashif. Assalamu alaikum. In this part 2, we will examine the Masonic Creed from a highlighted standpoint. In other words, we will highlight a few very important aspects of the very Masonic Creed, and I will share them back with you, the viewer. Now, the question here is not whether or not this is true or false. I'm not here for that debate. What we're going to do is we're going to use these highlights to the backdrop of our society and what is being practiced. In other words, we are looking for the functionality of the document in our society. And therefore, you, the viewer, will decide for yourselves if it is so or it's not. Okay, here we go. Item number 1, keep their lives short. Item number 2, use soft metals. Soft metals like mercury. Mercury is widely used in the medical industry. From dentists to doctors, they use it. High doses of mercury in your bloodstream can alter your behavior pattern. Item number 3, keep them covered in poisons wherever they turn. Item number 4, lie, deceive, and pretend. Item number 5, destroy their minds, their internal organs, and the reproductive systems, of course, of our women. Item number 6, target their children and steal their dreams. Item number 7, make them docile, slow, obese, weak, depressed, and distracted with video games. Now here's a little note on video games and the distraction thereof. John D. Rockefeller died in 1937. The first known video game, known as Pong, was made 20 years after his death. Now, some are believing that he, meaning John D. Rockefeller, could not have written that document because he died prior to video games being introduced to the masses. I tend to disagree because men like those are usually very visionary in their thinking. I'll move on. Item number 8, create drugs. Here are 2 very created drugs that we know very well of: crack and meth or methamphetamine. And there are more. The list goes on with created drugs that are very much used every day. Angel dust. There are many. The list goes on. Item number 9, employ the best from among them so that they will work for us and push our poisons. The late El Hajj Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, used to refer to people from that kind of exchange as Uncle Toms. Do we have many? You judge for yourself. Item number 10, technology for mind control. Item number 11, to use fear as a weapon. Wear your mask. COVID-19, coronavirus, stay 2 meters, in other words, 6 feet apart from each other. Now we have people policing each other about the wearing of masks. The system doesn't have to do it anymore. We're doing it to each other. Item number 12, create governments and oppositions among them and own both sides. So you've got so-called Democratic and Republican, seemingly being at odds with each other, but they could very well be owned by the same owner. Misguide, disunite them with politics and animosity. This will lead to them killing each other. So people become enemies because of party affiliation, even religious affiliation, and have them kill each other while someone is staying on the side and looking. Bob Marley once said, "How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look?" Think about that. Item number 14. Kill the shining ones among them. In other words, kill the revolutionaries. Kill the ones who will allow them and help them to think clearly and to see what they are doing to us. Kill them. Kill the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther King, the Patrice Lumumba, the Kwame Nkrumah, the Walter Rodneys. Kill them. Item number 15. Use law to trick them. Use the law to trick them. Item number 16. Set up monetary systems that will impoverish them and their children forever. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens of African descent, the melanated gems of the world, how about your credit cards? How about the IMF, International Monetary Fund? The very credit cards that we carry with such dignity and poise is being used against us every hour of the day. We are put in debt, and some of us will never pay those debts off. In fact, we will die before the debt is paid. Item number 17. Use media in our favor so that we can get the world to listen to what we are saying. But how do you use the media in your favor? You own all the media outlets. You must own and control the media so that the media will tell your story and have your story catapult over every other story and become the only meaningful story among the masses. And what you tell them, they will have to believe it because there'll be no other way of verifying it. Item number 18. Crush them like insects if they ever rise up against us. Crush them like insects. And item number 19. Most importantly and finally, repeat this until the goal has been reached. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens of African descent, you melanated gems of the world, let me pose this question to you all. We are now much more aware of the wicked and the evil acts of those people who have set themselves aside as greater than all. Is it possible that because we know of it now, that maybe their goals have been reached? Is it possible that this COVID-19 certificate of vaccination, is it possible that the vaccine is the goal? If that is the goal, then what else do we need to find out to take some kind of actions to save ourselves? We will not be able to fight these people. We will not be able to engage ourselves in any kind of weaponry warfare with them because we will lose. They have been planning for us ever since. But my brothers and sisters, in my final words to you from this part 2 of the Masonic creed. Remember these words. Let God be your shield, and let your prayers be your weapon. Good night. Thanks for listening. Love you all. Share these videos as widely as you can. Assalamu alaikum.